beginning of the weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Okay, that's better. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Something came across on my Google that kind of shocked me. It's one of those things that you read it and you believe maybe this is like some onion stuff. It's something fake. It's not. So Trump he's called for a ban on federal agencies conducting training on critical race theory, white privilege with taxpayer dollars. Training they believe to have divisive anti-American propaganda. Found leaders have canceled contracts and moved federal dollars away from these un-American propaganda training sessions. All right, well, let's get down to the business here. First of all, if we're going to talk about what America was from its very inception, that is a racist, classist, settler colonial state that raped, pillaged, and murdered millions of people to get what they got. Once again, this is Trump's policy. Talking about dishwashers, talking about energy-saving toilets, talking about shower heads to save water, telling people to go back to where they come from. And now he's saying we're going to take money away from talking about racism. And some people have said that this is just distraction from the actual issue, which is that Trump made some stupid comments about veterans that I've already talked about in a previous video. And that may be true. I'm actually willing to buy that. It doesn't surprise me. And it goes back to something. One of the first things I thought of was that if Trump could, he'd get rid of affirmative action. He would. I mean, that happened like with the 80s, early 90s. That's old now. Colin Powell, people like that. That's just, they've already broken the color barrier. But this is the kind of stuff someone back then would have done. We don't need to talk about racism. It just once again shows you that Trump's policies and rhetoric, they aren't just wrong. This what you're getting right now with Trump, with the handling of the pandemic and all that, is that you're getting people who don't believe in government, who don't believe in the robust sense of the public good. They don't believe that the federal government is supposed to bring things forward, bring society forward, and deal with crises that we have, social crisis and things like that. And so what they do is stuff like this. You got a person who does not believe in the proper functioning of science and government. They don't believe in it. He doesn't believe in germs, doesn't believe in bacteria, doesn't believe in any of that. And his whole goal was to destroy the government, and he's doing it. This is what happened. This is the problem with it. It's like I said in that previous video where I talked about energy saving stuff. Even if Trump said, we're not going to have any energy saving stuff in the federal government, we're not spending money on energy saving equipment, it's already out here. Once again, if someone said this back in the 80s or like the early 90s when this stuff, Energy Star first started breaking through, I can see that. Because I remember my mom's dishwasher, let's just say stuff back then wasn't as good as it is now. And people would have been like, yeah, you're right, we should get rid of these toilets, don't flush. But now the technology is just as good or better than stuff that is, regular stuff that isn't promoted as energy saving. I told you, when I got this apartment, I wanted a energy saving shower head. I bought one. I went and found one at Walmart because that's what I wanted. So what I'm saying to you is this. What Trump does, he plays to rednecks and white trash and all that. But for the average person who's out here, that doesn't work. That won't work. That this is more someone who's stuck in the past. Like I said, I bought energy saving. I wanted that. It wasn't like I came here, I took the shower head down. I put mine on there. Works fine. You know, stuff in here is energy. So you gonna take that down too? That's energy saving in there. My washers and stuff that came with the apartment. And the same thing with talking about racism. This won't work because you'll have private corporations who have all this stuff. And they're going to keep doing this stuff. You understand? Like this isn't like law. This isn't like policy. This is just rhetoric. And you think it's gonna buy black votes, guys? Do you think that Trump saying we're not gonna train people in racism, how that gonna do with black and Hispanic people? How's that gonna do? Once again, how is that gonna do for the suburban moms? Trump's whole rhetoric is about justifying white supremacy, and it's about legitimizing hate, legitimizing slurs, legitimizing homophobia. That's all I've seen with Trump. That's his whole narrative. It's about legitimizing cruelty. And the whole thing is about a politics of cruelty. That's all it is. There's no rhetoric. There never was. Not when you really dug down. And now it's in your face. You know, I'm waiting for him to say some gay slurs, or, you know, I mean, he already made it to where you can discriminate against gay people in healthcare. He's already made that happen. You know, I mean, and I remember there was people that I knew who were like gay people for Trump, and other folks who were like well-known gay people who supported Trump. And I was just like, God, I thought you were smarter than that, dude. I thought you were a little bit smarter than that, but you're not. Anyway, peace.